question is, what proposals would you make to support businesses and create jobs in Chatham County?
Thank you. The best thing that we can do to bring good jobs and good paying jobs with good paying benefits into Chatham County is to really implement our strategic plan for economic development. This was done in cooperation with the 3 municipal governments. It identifies areas that where we do have a competitive advantage, we can recruit good companies. That's 1. 2, we have to continue to work with our community college to provide local job training for citizens in 21st century jobs. We just built the new community college building, Sustainable Technology Building in Pittsburgh, and we're going to open in November the new building, Industrial Technology Building in the Siler City Business Campus. We will have an unprecedented ability to provide job training for local citizens. Third, we have to keep our schools strong. If a company wants to come here, the first thing they look at is schools, and they look at quality of life issues. So we have to keep our schools strong. We have to have a forward-looking school construction program. We have to recruit and retain good teachers. We've also developed an incentive plan. This incentive plan is now being viewed by other counties as a model for people to use to bring companies into their areas. And it's going to work for Chatham County. It gives rewards for hiring local citizens, gives rewards for bringing in jobs that are going to have a good pay with good benefits that are going to be long-lasting, especially if those companies are headquartered here. And we got to think about the other quality of life issues such as recreation and other things that companies want for their employees when they come here. Thank you.
Well, let me start by saying I think we heard the word plan 3 times in that last answer. The current Board of Commissioners, led by Commissioner Lucier, has been in office for 4 years. We shouldn't just now be hearing about plans that we're going to implement. We've got, in the last 2 years, 1,328 jobs lost in the county, just the last 2 years. Now, I know it's been a bad economy, but I also know that at least 4 of those companies have left to go to Durham, Lee, and Cary. So there's something about Chatham County that has made them leave, and we're not attracting new businesses. What we can do as a government is not create a job, but create an environment that is not hostile to new businesses, that is not hostile We do that by streamlining the process, making sure that our ordinances and our regulations match each other, that the folks in the various departments that you have to work with all interpret those ordinances and regulations the same, and that it doesn't take 12 months or 18 months or 2 years to open a business. As a new business owner or a small business, 2 years will kill you. Money is time. So we've got to change the attitude so that when someone tries to open a business, it goes from how can we stop you to how can we help you. Yeah.
These are tough economic times, but we're doing everything we can to bring businesses in here. And I should point out a couple things, that our unemployment rate is 6.3%. It's the 3rd lowest in the entire state out of 100 counties. It can't be all that bad. We did work with Uniboard, a wood processing company in Moncure, to bring 142 jobs here, over a $40 million investment, and they're now bringing in satellite companies as well. We're now negotiating with a major medical facility to come to Chatham County, and they want to come here because they want to work with a progressive group of county commissioners. Mr. Bach says we're business unfriendly. We've had 60 requests for business rezonings here in Chatham County, 60 requests. We've approved 58 of those. That's a pretty good percentage. So I just don't buy that argument that we're business unfriendly, because we're not.
It's true. We have an unemployment rate that is less than some of the surrounding counties. Unfortunately, 60% of the folks that live in Chatham County that work, drive outside the county to get a job. So, we also thank Lake County and Orange County for providing jobs. Stick with me here for just a minute. I'm going to rattle off some numbers for you. I'm going to say 55% to 60% drive outside the county. 19% of Chatham workers are government workers. 9.7% of the workers have income levels below the poverty level, and we have an unemployment rate of 7. What that means is that 10% of our available workforce work in Chatham County and earn a living above the poverty rate. That is something we can do better.